Hey y'all, and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot. In today's episode, we're going to be jumping into Jaws of Darkness. But I also have a bunch of other things I want us to do before we jump into this level. While I make my way over to the first island, which is where we'll be doing some of the things that we left out, I do want to thank you guys once again for the reception we've had so far. You guys have far and beyond exceeded my expectations. The views just keep coming, and I want to thank you guys for that. So, to start off this episode, we're going to be jumping into Sanity Beach. Bet you guys didn't expect that one. The goal I've set out for myself here is to try and get some of the achievements and... Oh wait, no, there's not skill points in this one. Sorry, I just came off the back of Spyro before jumping into this. So we need to get some achievements that we've missed so far. It makes sense we missed them because this one is for finishing a level while missing a bunch of boxes. And I believe it's around 30 to 35 or so. And the easiest way to get this one is by going to the first level. So we're just gonna make our way to the end here. And not grab a single box. Great, but you missed every single box in the level. Stop, he's already dead. Missed a lot of boxes. The box that broke the Bandicoot's back. Alright, with Sanity Beach done, immediately in the second level here, we have another achievement to grab. So in this one, we can get boxes, although I'm not too bothered about getting them. We need to find a piranha plant somewhere. I believe there's piranha plants in this. Yeah, here we go. We need to let him eat us. Uh-oh. I didn't realize Aku Aku would stop it for some reason. Feed me. Die by getting eaten by a piranha plant. I believe that's all we needed in this level, at least until we come back for the time trials. Alright, with those done, I believe we're good to go into the Jaws of Darkness level, so I will see you guys over there. Alright, Jaws of Darkness, let's jump in and do our first level of this video. Here we go. And I believe with this one we don't have to do it without dying. So it should go a lot smoother than last time. Oh my god, that was close. It was a lot closer than I would have liked. Something I do want to say is I really hope that this video goes smoother than the last one. The last one was a bit tough, because I was, for some reason, blind to the fact that some of these later levels were when we would finally get some of the color gems. I honestly could have sworn that they were a lot more spread out than they turned out being. I thought there was some in like the first island, second island, and we would get them right at the end. Uh-oh. That was close. Bandicoot was almost a kebab. Bandicoot, if you will. Imagine what that would taste like. A Bandicoot. You can tell that I'm not quite a vegan. The part of me wishes I was. Feel bad for the little animals. Here we go, we get to use our first gem pass. I do believe we're gonna have to come back here though. This is one of those with like a split in the level. We might also need Aku Aku to, like, stop. Because there are some Cortex pickups somewhere. So I said just a little bit earlier. Wait, hold on. As I said just a little bit earlier, I'm coming off of the back of Spyro. I actually just finished up the Spyro 1 Let's Play as of recording this. And I believe we're getting pretty close to the end of this one too. Although the unique thing with this one is where... Wait, actually we need to go backwards a little. Unique thing with this one is we're gonna have to do a bunch of time trials, which will most likely extend the playtime. Just a tad. That spider gonna come back? Or am I boned? I think I boned myself. I could have sworn there were some crates I had to go back for, but I suppose not. Uh-oh, that was too early. I'm just about to say, I know that I've mentioned it a lot, but I have thoroughly enjoyed going back through these games, and I can't wait to get to the next ones. Not again. 3 times in a row. Guys, you can't make this up. The game's giving me pity points. It's giving me a pity Aku Aku. I'm just gonna blame the high frame rate. Screwing with the jumping. It's not that at all. It's that I'm rusty. Lack of skill. Although to be slightly fair to me, I have just been playing Spyro. Completely different controls. Wait, where do I go from here? Towards the camera, of course. Alright, I'll meet you guys back over there. Alright guys, we made it back here. Hopefully I don't die again. I totally forgot how rough some of these end levels were. Wait, is this right? This feels wrong. Are you kidding? The time trial on this is gonna be a nightmare. Alright, so we are back here. Let's continue onwards. You guys are not gonna believe this. I just spent like 8 or 9 deaths going back the wrong direction. I was like, why is this level so much harder than I remember? I was literally going the wrong way. I spent ages going the wrong way. Straight up hurts my soul. It was like right after I did this whole crystal pass. I like went through here, tried to go back to get some boxes that I thought were backwards. Back on the path that we were just on, and it turned out no. There's no boxes on that path. Ouch. And not only that, but I got confused and thought we had to go to the right. Which I think is because we're going to the right here. Turned out we had to go to the left. See, this is more like it. I'm not sure how much of that you guys saw. Okay, at least we got a checkpoint now. Turns out all of those lives that I was getting, they're getting some good use here. Alright. More flame things. I am bad at those. These little flame pits. Oh wait, is there gaps in the ground? I can't remember. Okay, yeah, there'll be gaps between those. I missed one. Are you kidding? Is it down here? No. Okay, so we're gonna have to come back through. That's fine, I don't mind going back through. To be slightly fair to me, it's been a while since I played these. I just keep using that as my excuse. Something I did want to go over though, guys. We've actually been getting a few comments on these videos. You seem to be coming more so from regulars. So we've got Mecha Missionary talking about how these bring back some serious nostalgia. And how Coco has her own personality from Crash. How cool it is that she has her own specified levels but can't go into Crash's levels. And I agree, that is really cool. Definitely does keep the timeline pure. Honors the original where it counts too. Alright guys, I did just do this level, as you can see by the time trial thing there. Little stopwatch. And I missed the Cortex head. Not to mention I kept going the wrong way and dying. I just got a bit confused at one section. So we're going through again. And we're going to try and get all the Cortex heads. I'm not sure how much of this I left in. But we're going through it now. I do want to thank you guys for all your comments on these videos so far. And honestly, just the reception overall. I've been trying my best to respond to them where I can. I know that we've had Mecha Missionary calling out the bounce crate change. It's for those of you that didn't know, in the original Crash Bandicoot, bounce crates used to take 10 jumps before they would fully break. And in the later games, and also the Sane Trilogy, they updated that to only 5 jumps. Which I feel like really does improve the flow of these games by quite a bit. It's a very welcome change. I believe I also talked about how in Crash 3 there was a boss fight where you were in like an arena. I'm actually gonna wait for this to run out because I feel like it might be here where I missed the mask. In Crash 3 there is an arena where you're in like a coliseum and a bunch of the people in the audience start throwing cheese at you if you stand in one corner. And we had Aaron of Duty confirming that it was in Crash 3 and it was Tiny's arena. The Tiny Tiger boss fight. I knew I was right on the money somewhere. Just couldn't quite remember exactly where. So I do really appreciate you letting me know that. Are you kidding? I can't even get through this level without dying. The time trial is gonna be brutal. I'm gonna have to do this jump path again. Oh my god, there was a crate up there. I would have missed that one. I have a habit of missing obvious crates like that. Right, good. Aki's run out by the time I got here this time. No mask. Where's Cortex's mask? What am I missing? Missing one of the Cortex masks somewhere. I guess I must be further... Actually, you know what? Let me just double check back here. Wait, no, because the spider doesn't come back. Okay, it must be further ahead. Ouch. It's crazy that it just auto-kills all those guys for you. Can't say I've ever been squished in that fashion. To have it take out all the bats for me before. Oh my god, it's right there. That's the one I'm missing. It has to be. See, I remember talking about this in another level. I think it was Lights Out. Or something along those lines. And it was the fact that if you hit some of the enemies into crates, you sometimes don't get the item that's within them. See, there it is. I was missing out on that Cortex head because I kept hitting the snake into him. There we go, now we can do the Cortex level. Genius. I'm a little bit ashamed at how long this level's taken me, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Damn. I definitely just need to activate the top TNT box and not the others. And then just wait till it hits like a 1. Right, that first one's easy enough. Are you kidding? Really? I just missed that box? That's crazy. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. That last part took me a lot longer to edit because the levels kept going very poorly for me. My performance was not as good as in prior episodes, now that we're in these harder levels. But I also just took a bit of extra time editing that one, and I hope it showed. Wow, what? Guys, I feel like I might be overthinking this one a little. Here we go. Careful on this last jump. There we go. Guys, that took me an embarrassing number of tries. You did not even want to know. It must have taken at least 10 tries. I just kept failing, like, right at the end. On that last jump. I feel like I was overthinking it slightly. Which is a common occurrence. Right, we've got another bonus level in this one. I don't want to say, if you guys hear, like, a metallic bang or anything, I currently have my dishwasher on. Had to get some chores done today. And I didn't really have time to leave it until later. My apologies if you hear that throughout the video at all. There we go, we got ourselves our gem. Our beautiful crystal gem. I've never been so happy to see you. Alright, this level's done. Don't have to think about it until we do the time trial. He's pulled that out of his booty, out of his keister. Cortex's terrifying trial earned the key in Jaws of Darkness. Kinda forgot we had to do that one. Alright, we could do Castle Machinery. Or we could do Fumbling in the Dark. I kinda want to get this one out the way. Because I am not keen on this one. So let's see Fumbling in the Dark. Right, here we go. So back here. are the boxes that most people miss the first time around. They just don't think to go backwards. Got those out the way though. The awkward part about getting those ones is it does reduce your timer on Aku Aku by having to go back to get those. Another pro tip for this level too is you can jump on the sides if you're not sure if you can make a jump. That can come in handy sometimes. Especially during the time trial where you really can't stop even for a millisecond. Getting lucky on the timing of those saws is a little rough. There's another level later on. It's like a lab level. And some of the timing on that one is rough too. You just gotta like perfectly get all the doors open so that you can have a nice glide through the level. Whoa. I was wondering what happened to him. I think he despawned. Right, that got our Aku Aku a little earlier than I would have wanted. That part's rough on the time trial. I'm so glad we're not onto those just yet. I'll probably take a day's break or so. Once we're done with the main game. Just so I can truly prepare for these time trials. Ouch. Oh no, I have to get lucky here. Did not get lucky. This run's going a little bit better, although Aku Aku is probably gonna run out. Which worries me a tiny bit. Don't want you, spider. Don't want your friend either. No spiders allowed. My arachnophobia is triggering just a little bit here. Which is strange to me. I don't know what hit that crate, but I am thankful for it. Oh my god. I thought I was getting so lucky there. I'm thankful for Aku Aku just chilling there by the checkpoint. Right, we don't have too much this level left. Nearing the end. When you see these 3 spiders, you know you're at the end. I'm glad to have that one out the way. Alright, we do have lights out to get the secret gem on. We'll come back to that though. We'll probably go back through and do some of the other miscellaneous stuff once we've done the embryo fight. So I don't really want to do the Cortex fight till we're prepared with everything. Okay, custom machinery. So we do have the green gems, so we can fortunately just do this. If you didn't already have the 99 lives achievement, you would have got it there. Alright, we've done that level. Never coming back there again. Oh, to be fair, I suppose we could have got that box achievement here. Although maybe there's not enough boxes. Don't worry, we'll go back in and do castle machinery properly. Here we go. Thankfully, we have a nice, helpful Aku Aku. I don't believe this level has like a little secret area to fall into, like the other one did. Oh man, I am not looking forward to the time trials on this. Most of the earlier levels are pretty easy. I'm also not sure what time trials to aim for you guys. Would you guys be happy with me just doing gold? In theory, gold is all you need for the achievements and for proper 105%. But if you guys want me to do platinum, I will. It will just take a lot longer, and the videos will probably not be as fun to watch. I'll leave that up to you guys. For now, I'm just going for gold. I don't even know why I'm leaving that up to you guys. You're just gonna torture me and say to do platinum. Sprint down here. How long can this Aku Aku last us? Honestly, kind of the perfect amount of time. We didn't really want it running into that height there. Uh-oh. I really should have just jumped over that. Checkpoint. Now that I think of it, this level's not the worst. Oh my god, that was pure luck. I straight up thought I was gonna die when I did that spin move. Because sometimes it just spins all of the boxes. And you end up falling to your death. Okay, now I got the alternating vents. You just gotta take your time with those. Or have an Aku Aku. I swear those blue pipes. For some reason, I always think that you can't walk on them. But you actually can. I used to always jump over and then just die. Alright, we've got embryo fight. How are we doing on color gems? We're missing 2 color gems. Alright, let's do embryo. And then we'll aim to get those 2 color gems. I seem to recall that on the 3rd stage of this fight, I always seem to flub it. I always seem to die. We'll see how it goes this time around. Judging by my performance so far, probably not gonna go the best. This fight's always fun though. It's like little blobby slime boys. Damn it, I knew it. Definitely not first trying this. Excuse me? Was he supposed to throw one? Oh, he did. I think the physics are going a little crazy. This can't just be me. Hello? Oh my god. Came down eventually. Where's the second one? There it is. I can't tell if this is making the fight harder or if it's working in my benefit. Why is it only the green ones too? Why can't the purple ones do that? Alright guys, I just capped the frame rate to 60 in hopes that it'll fix those physics issues. There we go, that's more like it. The frame rate was messing with things. I had a feeling it might do. So I would say I hope this goes much smoother now, but I don't think it's going to. Come on, Embryo. When is he supposed to do his thing? I won't spoil it for you guys in case you've never experienced this fight. He's supposed to do something. Maybe it's when we do one more block of damage. Come on. Here we go. Phase 2. Maybe it is really the Dark Souls of platformers. Yeah, phase 2s and everything. Do you guys think that we'll be fighting the Hulk today? Get out of here, Hulk boy. Straight up send him flying out the window. Look at him trying to fly away like a bird. What a loser. Oh wait, we've got one of the gems in the lab. I honestly forgot that one of the colored gems were in the lab. Alright, let's go through the lab and get that. So we have to do every box without dying. We're gonna do it first try this time. When I say first try, I mean the first time around. So we don't have to come back through. Because I am aware that that was probably quite frustrating in the last part, having to see the level multiple times. Are you kidding? I better restart. Alright, we're back here. We didn't really get that far, so I don't think there'll be much cutting going on here. Yeah, I do feel like it was probably quite frustrating watching the same level multiple times just because I forgot about the no death run. This should be okay playing it through normally. It's not until you get to the time trial that this one's quite a doozy. But this is the lab that I was talking about earlier. Oh, damn, I think we missed the box. I really screwed up the timing on those. Yeah, we missed the box. Alright, I need to get on top of that. I do recall this being a bit of a pain. Getting this jump right. There we go. Oh, there's 2 boxes. These are the jumpy crates that Mecha Missionary was talking about. Where they reduced it from 10 bounces to 5. Really was a nice quality of life improvement. There's a few of these bonus levels where they're just like full of bouncy crates. They used to take quite some time to go through just for no real reason. Little things like that, little quality of life improvements that I do love about remakes. They do often try their best to do it right. And I feel like the Sane Trilogy overall is a really good improvement. I don't remember if there's an achievement for fighting those guys. I just generally jump past them. I'm really trying to play it careful. Oh my god. Well, why do I even speak? Why do I use words? Why do I speak the English language? Alright, so we're back here with these large TNTs. We're actually really close to the end of the level, so not much more to do now. I just hope that I can do it. There we go. I'm just trying to be extra patient. Like right there, I felt like I was gonna get kicked into the electricity. I'm using these ledges for my benefit. Here we go. Easy clap. Not really, it took like 6 tries. We got it though. It's another colored gem for our collection. We just need one more. And here we are at the end of the game. So I'm gonna go get that colored gem. And then honestly, we'll probably do the Cortex fight, and then I'll do a bonus video, which will take us all the way through getting all the relics. Then we do lights out. Wait, here we go. So this one has to be another no death run, I believe. I believe we should be able to do the gem path now because we have every other gem. So in theory, this should be doable. I think it might be the one in the lab that we were missing. So hopefully this is doable now. Get out of here, mice. It's an infestation. Gordon Ramsay would be calling the exterminator, shutting you down. Your business can't run under these conditions. Disgusting. You could kill somebody. Here we go, yellow path. I think it was the yellow one that we got from the lab. Now I got the purple one. I do want to go through and get the rest of the gems and start doing some of the time trials too, but I'm wary of time in this episode. I don't want us to go too far over, so we'll definitely do like a bonus episode. Going through getting all the gems and starting on the time trials. And then we'll probably do like one more for the rest of the time trials and then Stormy Ascent. I'm actually going to go through the Great Hall just so that it triggers and finishes that level so that we unlock Cortex. We actually can't go on these gem paths yet because we don't have all the gems. What I was going to do is actually leaving some of the gems and time trials until next time. But what I think I'm going to do actually is take the rest of the time in this episode to quickly go back and get some of the other gems that we're missing. Here we are with Jungle Rollers. Let's get this one out the way. So we just need to get every box. I believe we don't need to worry about dying. We can die all we want. But these should be a lot easier now that we've gone through all the levels once before. I am hoping that when we get to Crash 2, things will be a lot easier for us because I have a lot more experience in Crash 2. Crash 1 is probably the game that I have the least experience in. It's also probably the hardest one, just because you don't have any of the abilities that you do in Crash 2. And Crash 3 for that matter. Yeah, this is one of the ones that had a gem pass. Kinda glad that we came back for this one then. Makes getting all of our gem pass worth it. I believe in Crash 3 as well, we also have another cut content level. Future Tense. which is like one of the futuristic levels from Crash 3. Not even cut content. Uh-oh. I think it's like the first brand new level in the series history. Wait, bonus level. I don't care about the Wumpa. We just want our gem. Here we go. It is such a relief going back to an early level and not having any trouble. After all the trouble that these later ones have given us. Okay, we've reached 91%. Not too bad. I think what I'm gonna do is do one more level to get the gem. Right, high wall. And then we'll probably call this video there. We'll probably do Cortex after this level. And then next time we'll come back and do more gem paths and begin the relic runs. We're really just gonna run through this super fast. When I remember when I was a kid, these levels would give me so much bother. I must have spent like 3 months when I was like 3 years old trying to go through this level. And now look at us. We're just racing on through. To be fair though, having the triple Aki really helps. Really helps speed things up. This level might actually have had a gem path that we needed to unlock as well. Don't fully remember. I also don't remember if there's... I don't remember if there's... box up there. Doesn't seem to be. Here's the last two. Yeah, I was counting the boxes as we were going along there and I was like, there's 2 missing. They're right at the end. There's nothing to concern ourselves over. Okay, so it was a gem path. So what is there? Just like a stack of boxes? There's one here. There's one there. How many were we missing? I didn't look at the counter. Uh-oh. Damn. Need to go through that section again. See, just randomly spinning these enemies can really land you in a hot mess of bother. Just gonna jump on the piranha plant this time. Oh my god, it was just for life. Really? It wasn't even for anything important. That's crazy. I feel cheated. Ouch. I'm gonna try and keep a lookout though. Yeah, right there. Another one. Why can't I get on here? This one has crates, I think. Somewhere. There. That crate is quite easy to miss. And it's also easy to forget to go back here to get the crate that you used to get up there. It's very easy to forget to come back for it. There's been a few times in the past where I went through this level, did that, got to the very end and I was missing one box. I feel like that's it with a lot of Crash games. Whenever you're missing like one box, it's nearly always one that you forgot about. One that you knew about but forgot about. Now that I think of it, what even are these guys? Right, we're nearing the end here. I actually spun both of those at once. That was pretty cool. Any crates up here? Yes, there is. There we go. And that'll probably be our last gem for this video. Alright guys, I think what we're gonna do here... Took me a little while to make my mind up. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the Cortex fight now or do it later. After we've collected everything. I think what we're gonna do is do it now. We've managed to get a few extra gems here. So we'll do this now, and then next episode we'll go back and get all of the gems that we missed and start on the time trial relics. So let's jump into the Neo Cortex fight to end this video. I do recall this fight being pretty tough, actually. There is also a small gripe that I have with this fight, which is the color grading. I don't know why, but it's always seemed really dim in the Sane Trilogy. It's like really dim and washed out. It's really dim and washed out. It's really unfortunate, because the rest of the game is such a bright, colorful game. You can even see the color popping on occasion here. Like it's supposed to be colorful, but something about the lighting changed last minute. So when you get to these 3 bars of health, it's really tough. And it's so easy to get caught on these hitboxes. Alright, we're probably like 3 attempts in so far. I like legitimately don't remember the original being as tough as this one can be. I think the hitboxes are just a little bigger than they used to be. You just gotta remember the pattern. And then not get caught on the janky hitboxes. If you miss one of the green balls, you have to do the whole segment again. It's a little brutal. I think with these ones, I like to walk underneath them. It's a lot less risky than jumping over them. Oh, that was a little risky on my part. One more. One more and we've got him. There we go. That's Cortex Incapacitated. That's the main game done. Man, look at Tawna. It's a shame that she wasn't in this game more. But we do have more to do. Thank you, Toys for Bob, Vicarious Visions, Iron Galaxy. Thank you all for bringing such an incredible remake to our shelves. Alright, and with that, that'll probably be it for this episode. Next time we jump in, we're gonna go back and get a bunch of the gems that we missed. All of the final gems. Begin our time trials. And unlock the secret ending in the Great Hall. With that said, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, be sure to give the video a like and maybe subscribe whilst you're down there. We're in the home stretch now. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next time.